to my channel. I'm sitting here putting my makeup on, doing my face, and I had to come back home to do my makeup and stuff because when I ran the kids to school today, I did not have really too much time. And I said, let me share a bit with how prayers are answered, because some of us, we assume that when we're going through something that God don't hear us. We think that, man, I've been going through this, for a while now, because it could be days, and days turns into weeks, and weeks turns into months, and months, could turn into years, and you just constantly think your prayer has not been answered. And the beginning of 2018, this year, we're still at the beginning of 2018. We're in the second month, and I have been through hell. I have been through hell and back. For those of you that don't know, I had lost my job. Right after losing my job, I was in a horrible car accident. Very bad car accident. Had to be cut out my car. My car was totaled, gone. I hit a concrete wall. Very bad. The next day after that, which we're coming upon New Year's Eve, my son, my oldest son, he's 30 years old, was in a car accident. I got hit behind the day before, which was Saturday. He got hit from behind that Sunday. To make things even worse, to pour salt in the wound, my sister had passed away New Year's Day. So when you think that you can't take any more and you can't go through anything else, imagine having that. And I was just like, God, what is going on? Because I had been praying prior to that. I had been praying because I lost my job right before Christmas. And I had been praying, and I was just like, how am I going to get my kids Christmas stuff? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to, I'm 2 months behind in rent. I haven't paid lights, gas, or anything. But I'm still praying, and I'm still staying strong. And I said, God, I don't know what you got in store for me. But whatever it is, I'm not going to give up. That wasn't an option for me. I was not going to give up. So during all this time, while I'm going through everything that I'm going through, everything that you can think of that's imaginable that I'm going through, mind you, with having the car accident, I did no longer have a car. So I had no way of getting my daughter to school. I'm asking the school, I'm begging the school, I'm talking to the principal. The principal tells me to call the superintendent's office. I'm calling the superintendent's office. I'm calling the school district. I'm asking everyone to help me get my daughter to school because we stay practically a mile and a half. Their dispute was, first they said they was going to supply the bus. And then after that, they say, well, you stay 1.3 miles away. And in order for her to be a bus rider, she has to be 1.5 miles away. So I said, mind you, at this time, my daughter was 10 years old. She's 11 now. I said, so you mean to tell me I have to dispute 0.2 miles when she's practically a mile and a half away from the school? Well, yes. We can't supply a bus. So to make a long story short, my daughter missed over a month out of school because I had no way of getting her there. I had no way to get her to school. I could not walk her to school because I'm barely getting around myself. I have a pinched nerve in my neck and I have a pinched nerve and slip disc in my back. So I can only stand for so long. I can only walk for so long. So I'm going through it. Meanwhile, I'm asking them, they're like, well, we could probably help get you food. We probably can help you, find some agencies or places where they can help you with your bills and all of this. I told her, I don't want you to help me with my bills. I don't want you to put food in it. I'll take care of all of that. I'll work all of that out. What I want you to do is to help me get my daughter to school because she needs to be in school. Mind you, I'm praying, I'm praying, I'm praying. Every day, I'm begging. I'm literally begging people. I'm all on Facebook. I'm leaving messages. I'm crying. I'm begging folks to help take my daughter to school. And I'm still waiting, during all this time for the insurance company to send my check for my car. Because, of course, they totaled out my car. So they say that we're going to, come upon agreement and everything, and we'll send you a check. So I'm waiting for this check. I'm waiting for this check because I took their offer immediately. I didn't haggle with them or anything. And the reason why I didn't haggle with them was because I knew I needed the money. My goal was to just hurry up and get whatever they gave me so that I can hurry up and get my daughter in school. That was my goal. Well, God wasn't ready for me to get that check, because everything you think can happen could happen. The first check they sent out, I never got. They sent it to a wrong address. Second check, he sends me out again. He takes down the wrong address again. Sends it to the wrong. Third check, I said, can you overnight it? Can you UPS it, FedEx it, or something? Oh, no, we can't do that, but we can do direct deposit. So you mean to tell me 2 checks back you could have did direct deposit and you never mentioned that? So finally I get that. Another week goes by. I'm like, why is it direct deposit supposed to only take 24 hours at the most, maybe 48? I get ready to call. Something says, check your account. I check my account and the check is in there. I'm still praying. I'm like, God, okay, now, Jesus, this is not much money, but I need the car. I need to pay off some of my debt, and I need the car. So I paid off, some of the people that I owe, because they had been waiting, forever. And I wanted to go on and get them out the way. So I squared them away, paid them, and what I had left over, I said, Jesus, let me get a car. Some type of car, just something that's good enough to get me from A to Z, that I can get my kids to school and back. So mind you, I look up and I find a van. The guy says, when can you come and see the van? I said, well, I have to work out some type of transportation because I have no way of getting around. He says, I'll bring it to you and you can check it out. He said, I'll bring it to you. This is how God works. He brought it to me. I checked it out and everything. I said, well, if you don't mind, can we drive to the bank? Because, I want to be able to get the money for it. He said, sure, we can go wherever you want to go. Go ahead, test drive it as long as you want. We go to the bank and everything, go over to the Walmart and everything, and then back home. I tell my kids, I said, come Monday. This all happened Friday. Today is Tuesday. I said, come Monday, man, you guys going to be up and ready to go to school. They said, Mom, we don't have school Monday. It's President's Day. Oh, okay. Well, Tuesday. I said, I pray. God is good. God, he answers your prayers. Don't think he don't. My baby was so happy that she's literally stopped. Mom, you got the car? You got the van? I said, yeah, I sure the keys. She says, she starts praying immediately. She says, I can go to school. She's so happy. We got up today. She was already up at 6 a.m. getting dressed and everything. The twins, they got on their bus. Angel and Benjamin, because Benjamin's a walker too. I got them dressed and I dropped her off. She was lit up like a Christmas tree. Today was my daughter's first day back to school in a month. In a month. And I kept saying, I begged people, I asked folks that I knew passed my home every day, not one person offered. And I said, you know what? God knew what he was doing. Because God knows how I am with my children. And I'm not trustworthy with anyone with my child. And he said, I'm not going to just put your baby in a car with anyone. You going through all of this. I'm going to fix you. We're going to get you together. I'm going to get you a car and you're going to take your own baby to school. And I kept praying and praying every day. I was crying in tears. I called the mayor. I couldn't get any response from the mayor. You know, I called, like I said, the superintendent. I called the principal. The social worker still has not called me back. But at the end of the day, God answered my prayers. And my baby is at school today. When you think you're at the end of your rope, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't let the devil take control of your life. When you think there's this person's supposed to be my friend, this person's supposed to be my family member, and no one is helping and supporting me, and I just don't know what I'm going to do. Because I had thoughts of suicide. I had thoughts of just taking myself out and just giving up, because I was stressed out and I did not see a light at the end of that tunnel. But through it all, I stayed in prayer. Through it all, I stayed in prayer, and God spoke to me, and he told me, this is what you got to do, and hang on. Don't give up. You can't give up on him. Because as long as you don't give up on him, he's going to answer your prayer. He's going to take care of you. And I say this and I do this video because there's other people that's struggling like I was, probably even worse, and they're thinking about giving up. Don't give up. Fuck them motherfuckers that won't help you. Fuck them motherfuckers that won't come and take you where you need to go. You stay in prayer, you stay focused, and you do what you need to do to take care of you and your family. Because that's what I did. And I got a big old Kool-Aid smile on my face. Because at the end of the day, God answered my prayers. And I ain't done yet. I ain't done asking. Because what you ask for, be prepared. Because you will receive it. He will give it to you. It might not be today. Might not be tomorrow. Might not be next week. Because we want things quick. We want it microwavable. We want it instantly. And that's not how it comes. You have to be focused. You have to be in tune. When God sees that you're focused and that you're in tune, then that's when your blessing comes. Then that's when he's going to. But you have to be in tune with you. You have to be in tune with you. If you're not in tune with you and what God has for you, it's not going to work. It is not going to work out. You must be strong and focused. You got to let God know that I'm not giving up, Jesus, no matter what it takes, because the devil is going to come in any way possible. He gonna send friends. He's gonna send family members. He gonna fuck your shit up and turn it around and turn it upside down so that you will think that God is not listening to you. That's how the devil works. But you gotta say, back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. When motherfuckers come and tell you, girl, that shit ain't gonna happen. I don't know why you listening to such and such and such and such. That shit. You gotta tell them, back the fuck up. I'm not listening to you because I am focused. I know what God has for me. And at the end of the day, your prayers will be answered. It just doesn't get answered when you want them to. It doesn't get answered right away because God has to make sure that you're in tune. He has to make sure that you're focused. And if you're not focused, hell no, that shit is not going to work. You got to stay focused. You have to make sure that what you're asking him for, that's what you really want. Because sometimes we ask for some shit that we really don't want. You know, we sit there and we say, God, I want a man. I want this. I want a strong, hard-working man. And God blesses you with that strong, hard-working man. But you left out honest. You left out trustworthy. And then you wonder why that strong, hard-working man, he's strong and he hard. He get up every day. Cracking that. You ain't even got to wake him up. but he's not honest. So after work, he's doing this and that and everything else, and you wondering why he ain't spending no time with you. You're wondering why he's not coming home. And he say, I kicked it with the guys. I did this and that. Oh, I worked late. And then you find out later he's not honest. Everything that comes from his mouth, that pours from his mouth, is toxic. Because it's all lies. So you have to be careful what you ask for and make sure that's what it is that you really want, because God will give it to you. But you got to be specific in your asking. You got to be specific. You can't just go in and just say, you know what, I want a strong, hard-working man. You got to say to the Lord, Jesus, I want a strong, hard-working, God-fearing, honest, loving, emotional, caring, trustworthy man. I want him to be tall. I want him to have love in his heart for me. I want him to have love in his heart for my children. I want him to have love in his heart for himself. I want him to know how to treat a woman. These are things that you have to be specific in your asking. Because if you're not, you're going to get a piece of a man. You're going to get a motherfucker that's going to put you through all kind of bullshit. And I know some of you are probably saying, ooh, why she cuss so much? You know why I cuss so much? And why I cuss during this video? Is because I want to be able to relate to everybody. And some people that you say things to, and if I was to say, oh God, you got to love God, and you have to pray for God, and you have to do this and that, I'm not going to reach everybody. See, I could be specific. I could throw on that voice. I can be, politically correct if that's what you want. But that does not reach everybody. See, when you from the hood, only hood stands hood. So sometimes you got to talk hood. When you from the affluent area, then you have to go there and you have to speak correctly. And if you and you have to reach that audience. So I want to reach all of my audience. So I'm going to intertwine it together. And that's what we don't do. I heard one pastor that was on Facebook, and I love him. I can't think of his name, but when I come across him again, I'm going to be sure to share. And that pastor was cursing, and he said, if you don't like my shit, don't listen to it, because I'm going to be fucking real with you when you on here. And he was spitting out scriptures and all kind of stuff. And this is what we have to do today to reach everyone, to reach our children, to reach our family members, our friends, our brothers, our sisters from all walks of life. Sometimes you got to get on a certain level and talk a certain type of game in order for you to reach or try to reach everybody. Because you ain't gonna fucking reach everybody. And I say all this to say, again, don't give up. Keep praying. Because God does answer prayers. And your prayers will get answered. I love you guys. Please share this video, subscribe, hit the little bell so you can get more of my videos, and I love you. Ta-ta for now.